This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch. Now
come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. Past, male pattern baldness.
What geese?
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little. Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh. Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too. I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
You welcome in to another edition of Greenleaf's Virtual Tour Live. Listen, I understand that when you don't want to understand somebody, you will rebel just to prove a point. But the gag is, just because you tried to prove a point doesn't mean I'm thrown off my purpose. The assignment is bigger than me. Amen. Amen. And with that being said, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you this evening. Keke Wyatt and her cousin. Yes, we are going to talk about that story. I did see it from Tossaway K. And believe me, a lot is going on with that. We will get into that. Beyond the Gate premiered yesterday. It's a great fanfare, and there is a write-up from Entertainment Weekly that we will get into. Disney has a new parade called Starlight, but concept art and Disney really don't get along well. It just, no. But we'll talk about that. Some great news from the USDA, as I reported to you on the last Virtual Tour Live, that the 1890 National Scholars Program was canceled. Well, there is some good news on the horizon for that. Tennessee State University might not be around. What do I mean? We'll get into that. Yes, indeed. Peyton Wesley, a black young man from Arkansas, my state, has made a huge accomplishment. We'll celebrate him. Iyanu, a brand new black cartoon coming to television. We'll celebrate that. And then Joy Reid, everybody. We will talk about her. As you know, she has left MSNBC. And Megyn Kelly, celebrate her downfall. But Megyn Kelly is not a journalist. She was a lawyer. By the way, you don't have to say educated in the description box of your channel. If you are educated, your actions will show that, title or not, given to you, or you give it to yourself. Higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see the Virtual Tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that Virtual Tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do. Yes, indeed, here. Ooh, a lot going on. So here it is here. Hang on. Let me turn this up. So for those of you who don't know, this is Zach, Keke Wyatt's ex-husband. He is given receipts on when Keke Wyatt started sleeping with her blood cousin.
Why Keke, your ex-wife, allegedly sleeping with her cousin and starting
Keke
a church
Wyatt.
with him. Keke Wyatt. I keep saying Palmer. I'm like, God.
It's all good.
I mean, Kekes. I say anybody married to a Keke, you know they getting their ass with. You know they going through it. You know what I'm saying? Every Keke I know, Keisha, Keke, or whoever. You were with Keke for 5 years.
5.5 years. Yep.
If I remember correctly, you guys got married really fast.
We did.
How long did you know her?
Well, here's the deal. I grew up with her, and I grew up with her brothers and all them. They went to my their church that they went to, attended their father's church. They went to their grandfather's church. He was the assistant pastor at one time. Then he took over the church as pastor. And of course, her father ventured out and he began to play the organ for different churches and stuff. But it was called Voice of Pentecost. Well, her grandfather and her grandfather was my father's best friend. So this is the guy right here. This is Larry Weathers. That's Larry Weathers. Okay?
So that's the cousin.
This is the cousin. Now remember,
you know him? So you know him.
Y'all not ready for this. I've been knowing Larry since he was 12 years old. He went to my father's, the Apostolic Assemblies of Christ. It was abbreviation AAFC. And yeah, we grew up together going to the convention. His first wife, I'm not going to mention their names, to embarrass them. Larry's first wife, and guess what? So Keke and him been cousins since they was little. And his first wife was coming over to Keke's house. She knows his first wife. Oh, wow. And his second wife. Yeah, it's just been 2.
So they're not play cousins, they're blood cousins.
Listen, her grandfather, that's his side of the family.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay, so check this out. they're over here at the house. That's them. That's them at
photos.
That's them at it was her house. I don't even like to be connected to this.
So who's that lady? Is that his wife at the time?
Oh yeah, watch this. Y'all tell me who this is. Read the name on there. Hold on. What's that say? Ebony who?
Ebony Weathers. Yeah, Ebony Weathers.
Bam.
And that's Keke.
That's at Kiki's house. Okay. We gonna roll through. We gonna roll through. Hold on, I got it.
Okay.
This man has pulled up a family.
Well, we saw Ebony Weathers. We see it.
Okay, and that's her with Keke.
Okay.
This is her husband. Okay.
Okay, so I'm guessing that woman there, the one that we saw, the dark-skinned woman, was married to Kiki's blood cousin, from what I'm seeing here so far. Okay.
And then this is Sam.
And that's Larry. That's Larry in that photo.
Oh yeah. You want me to go back? That's Larry with his wife Anthony. March 8th, 2023.
Okay, I see it. Worship and word sound.
Okay, now I'm gonna break it down to picture. If you notice, his wife cut off all her hair. Oh, that's Lebanon, Kentucky. So guess what? This is the church Ebony and Larry had. Guess what he did? He took sound and created Sound Atlanta and started it with Keke. Now let me tell you when it happened.
What?
I left November the 4th or so of 2023. Larry showed up 3 weeks later. She called him to come down. They're cousins, right? And so allegedly, I had inside scoop. Okay? We ain't gonna say no names. They started sleeping together. Okay? Locked in the room with the refrigerator.
Wait, what? Whoa. What you mean locked in the room with the refrigerator? Well, she must live upstairs.
Oh no, Jazz, the one she just kicked out. Here they go at the church. What does it say? Sound?
Wait a minute, what?
Nikki Gilbert did a whole interview, but they're still married. Both of them were still married. None of them were divorced. And so they didn't want Nikki Gilbert to post it. She called Larry and convinced him to leave his wife. Larry took it as an opportunity to get at the money, to be a famous pastor and use her cash flow.
When life gives you lemons, Rockstar Wireless.
Hang on. Wait a minute. So wait a minute, you mean to tell me that you and your cousin, who are just supposed to be cousins, right? You hanging around him and his wife, this, that, and the third. And one thing leads to another where this man was at this church. And this man being at this church and his wife being a part of the church, then you, Keke, called your cousin and ask him to leave the church that he's at to go make another church, and then you sleeping with your blood cousin? I can't. I just can't do it. What the actual hell is going on? First of all, there's just some things we just don't need to know. But also, too, it's just like, you could not find another brother. I mean, another brother that's a black brother that, hey, listen, you could be the minister of music and everything else. You didn't have to do this to your family, Keke. That's just, no. I mean, was this even covered on Kiki's World on WeTV? Not that I watched the show, because I didn't watch the show. But I'm just rolling on. I can't. Let's go to something else, okay? Like I said, Beyond the Gates aired yesterday. Okay, it premiered yesterday, rather. Entertainment Weekly did a write-up for it. It says, Beyond the Gates reviewed the soap opera America needs now more than ever. CBS's new daytime drama about a well-to-do black family in Maryland is pure, glorious soap opera. The last time a broadcast network debuted a new daytime drama, a good portion of America believed the president was a criminal. High-profile plane crashes were in the news. And Jay-Z was embroiled in a legal battle. That was more than a quarter century ago when NBC's Passions premiered in 1999. Call it serendipity or simply the cyclical nature of history. But conditions are once again ripe for a much-needed soapy escape as CBS prepares to unveil its new daytime drama, Beyond the Gates. Created by industry veteran Michelle Val-Jean, Generations and Hospital, the new series which follows the lives and loves of a well-to-do black family and their gated community neighbors is soap opera in its purest and most enjoyable form. More importantly, this well-crafted saga of romance, backstabbing, and dark family secrets is a celebration of black excellence at a time when the U.S. government wants us to believe that diversity is a dirty word. These are shots from the show. Best of My Love by legendary girl group The Emotions is playing on the soundtrack as Dr. Nicole Dupree Richardson, Daphne Duplex, cruises through the gates of Fairmont Crest, an exclusive neighborhood just outside of Washington, D.C. Nicole is the level-headed daughter of Anita Dupree, Tamara Tooney, a EGOT, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony winning singer and retired senator and civil rights activist, Fern Dupree, Clifton Davis. The Duprees are pillars of the Fairmont Crest community, which makes the recent drama surrounding their family even more shocking. All of Fairmont is abuzz with the news that Bill Hamilton, Timon Kyle Durant, ex-husband of Nicole's sister, Tiffany Carl Mosley, is planning to marry his much younger girlfriend and former Dupree family friend Haley Lawson, Marquita Goings, at the Fairmont Country Club. Not only is Danny spiraling over the news, she vows to make the cheaters pay for blowing up my life, but Bill's daughters, Naomi Errol Preet and Chelsea Rona knows Matilda, are barely speaking to him. Okay, then. After swiftly establishing its juicy, this gay community ain't big enough for the both of us central conflict, Beyond the Gates introduces the other characters in the Dupree's orbit. Nicole and her husband, renowned plastic surgeon Ted Richardson, Maurice Johnson, are surrogate parents to Ted's nephew, Andre Richardson, Sean Friedman, a handsome and flirty photographer whose parents died in a plane crash. Meanwhile, their daughter, Kat, played by Colby Mohammed, is helping her cousin Chelsea plot an exit strategy from her successful modeling career, unbeknownst to Chelsea's demanding momager, Danny. Nicole and Ted's son, Martin, played by Brandon Claiborne, an ambitious congressman, is haunted by nightmares he can never remember, much to the chagrin of his husband, Smitty, Mike Manning. As Fairmont Crest preeminent realtor Vanessa McBride, Lauren Bavai, knows all the dirt on her affluent clientele, but even she may be harboring a secret from her husband, surgeon Doug, played by Jason Graham. The above description represents just a portion of the drama Val-Jean and her writers managed to set up in the first 5 episodes of Beyond the Gates. Trust that many of the other hallmarks of an engrossing soap are there: budding romances, dastardly revenge plots, and blissfully perfect couples who are just one dark secret away from being brought low. And of course, the first week builds up to another soap staple, a wedding, which in this case is less than a happy occasion than a platform for a potentially outrageous showdown. Oh, there's a Karen! Oh, Lord, there's a Karen on the loose. Yes, indeed. I don't mean Karen Huger at the bar either. A charismatic diva is the cornerstone of any successful soap, and Gates has there with Danny. Mosley, who played more grounded characters on Guiding Light and The Bold and the Beautiful, has a great time going bigger, bolder, and bitchier, their words, not mine, as the scorned and outspoken Dupree daughter. Right now, Danny gets all the best dialogue and mostly clearly relishes how these singers, I don't wish you or your whore well. Oh my God, Well then, who are you, Cootie Queen? You lit liquor. The Orbit commercials, in case y'all don't remember those back in the day. Taste on her tongue. By contrast, Dorit is playing it a bit too reserved as Danny's nemesis ex. Bill Hamilton is known to be charming and calculated, a criminal defense attorney who uses his power and influence to offer quid pro quo favors to those in his circle. Dorit would do well to ratchet up the sinister vibes just a notch or two. Subtlety has no place in soap opera. Tooney brings a regal composure to Anita, though I'm hoping writers will give the veteran actress more reign to explore Mama Dupree's fierce side. When the matriarch does get fired up as a thrill, you need to remember who you are, a Dupree woman. She tells the despondent Danny, we don't turn our power over to anyone. It's a pet sentiment for our current political climate, which largely goes unacknowledged in the Beyond the Gates universe. The closest the show comes to reflecting the reality in the first 5 episodes is when Vern reflects on his accomplishments as a civil rights activist. Of course, a lot of that work is being undone, he amuses, but soap operas are meant to be escaped from real world problems, and it makes sense, and it makes even more sense here. In the real world, the residents of Fairmont Crest would be living a few minutes away from the White House, intent on eradicating their ancestors' lived experience from the history books, but the Duprees will not be erased, and their story is far too fun to ignore. Grade B plus. Beyond the Gates airs Monday to Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central on CBS. That was a good review. Very, very good. And let me tell you something. For the premiere to get a B plus in media, that is good. Okay, they actually watched it. They broke it down. Let's look at some of the comments here. Love the show already. Black excellence at its finest. Right here, episode 1, they crush it today. Very happy. Already very happy. We got that slap at episode 1. Watching with my client. She complained about too many commercials. Well, it's daytime TV, so they gotta get the ad revenue in. It had no more ads than any other daytime hour. That's very true. And on Paramount Plus, thank goodness. After this review, can't wait to check it out. So there you go. That's what's up. Beyond the Gates. That is awesome sauce there. Yes, indeed. So, all right, y'all. More Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. Yes, indeed. Here. So, from WDW Magic, Disney launches official webpage for the Magic Kingdom. Now, Disney here recently will give you amazing concept art, but the reality will be ish. Okay, so Disney has launched the official web page for Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away, the highly anticipated nighttime parade debuting at the Magic Kingdom in summer 2025. The web page previously previously released concept art and provides a description of what guests can expect when the new nighttime spectacular debuts. So this is Encanto there. There is Maribel. There is, I think, one of her family members. And of course, we don't talk about Bruno, of course. Dreams come alive. Find a sweet spot under the star to watch Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away, a shimmering processional inspired by the classic Main Street Electrical Parade. Now, if you're wondering, well, where's the Main Street Electrical Parade? Well, somebody did not take care of the lights, and so all the lights are dead. They cannot revive them, so that's why, yeah, they're doing this. So it's a star-kissed constellation of Disney dreams brought to life by the magic of the Blue Fairy, rather. Watch as enchanted moments unfold from favorite Disney and Pixar stories such as Moana, Peter Pan, Encanto, Frozen, Pinocchio, and more. It all happens along the parade route from Frontierland to Main Street, USA. Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away is scheduled to debut in summer 2025. Check back later for more details. So, with that being said, here is the official website for it. As I pull it up. And like I said, I mean, sure, new parade will bring some in, but you have a whole new theme park called Epic Universe. So I don't know if it's going to be what it is. So here's the official page here. So that's the Blue Fairy that's going to make all of this amazing blue dust happen here. So as you can see right here, so hang on, let me zoom in. Zoom in. So they say it's going to be from Frontierland. So it's going to be from Frontierland through Adventureland, Liberty Square, down Main Street, USA. Like I said, I hope it's a good parade, but you got to do a lot more than a parade. You got to do a lot more than a parade. Now, of course, the fifth gate conversation has been talked about for years. We talked about here on Virtual Tour Live. If you want to know what I think the fifth park could be, just type in Fifth Park in the search bar of this channel, and then I'll fill you with everything that you need to know. But yeah, so but that being said, more Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here, right now. Some very good news here. USDA reinstates HBCU scholarship program after suspension by 47 administration. After public outcry, the USDA has reinstated its scholarship program for historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs. CNN previously reported that the program was suspended amid broad efforts to limit diversity initiatives. The Agriculture Department's scholarship program, which was paused by the 47th administration, has now been restored on the USDA website. This reversal comes just days after the suspension sparked significant backlash and concern over the future of support for HBCU students. So congratulations on that. I'm glad that, thank God, we have the right people in power to recognize that diversity is not a bad word. Diversity does not just mean black. It doesn't just mean Indian. It doesn't just mean Mexican. It doesn't just mean Italian. It also means the diversity of how we find technology, how we figure out new formulas to keep food longer. So congratulations to the USDA for reinstating the HBCU scholarship program for sure. Yes, indeed. So good news on that front there. And it seems like it's going to be just a back and forth for the next 4 years of like things getting taken away, things coming back. So it's going to be a ping pong match. No, actually, forget ping pong match. It's going to be really a tennis match for the next 4 years. But hey, as long as we got each other, as long as we hang around the right people and be about doing the right things, we will be just fine. Okay. All right. So there it is there. And speaking of HBCUs, here it is here from Black Millionaires on Instagram. The HBCU, Tennessee State University, is going broke and will run out of money by May of 2025, according to its interim president, Noble alumni Oprah Winfrey. Tennessee State University is facing a financial crisis that could run out of cash in spring of 2025. The historically black land grant institution has cut costs, laid off staff, and received state aid to stay afloat. However, the university's financial troubles are ongoing, and the state may not be able to continue to bail out the school. What is causing the financial crisis, you ask? Missing enrollment targets. Tennessee State University's enrollment numbers are down due to inefficient systems and the federal rollout of free application for federal student aid. So that's the Pell Grants and everything else. Because as you guys know, 47 said that universities have to get rid of diversity, equity, inclusion. Otherwise, they will not get any state funding. So that's why it was important on November 6th to vote for the right person. And now we're here. Operating deficits. Tennessee State University has a projected deficit of $46 million for the end of the fiscal year. Underfunding. TSU has been chronically underfunded. The state has funded TSU $544 million less than the University of Tennessee Knoxville over time. According to both federal and state audits, TSU is still owed over $2 billion in funding. That's ridiculous. That is utterly ridiculous. The fact that, and you're right, JJ, that's because we are fighting back for sure. I think it's quite sad that this university has not been owed its $2 billion. Not $2 million. $2 billion in funding. And like I said, this is societal slavery, like I told y'all. They are trying to erase us through policy and taking away resources for us to rise. That's why it is important for this platform here, our platform, Chit Chat with QT, the Silva, T-Talk with your girl, Sassy T from the AO3, Low Ball in the Game, Captain Venus. It's important for our platforms to be out here because without our platforms, we don't have a voice. So yes, indeed, there. But yeah, that's just not cool. It's uncouth, it's disrespectful. So, and by the way, for everybody saying that 47 gave the most money to HBCUs, where is he at now? I'm just asking a question. Where is he at now? Where is he at now? Because for all of you touting that he gave the most money to HBCUs, he told schools and colleges if they don't get rid of DEI, at their schools and universities, that he's going to cut federal funding. So all that money that he gave to HBCUs was bullshit. Just keep that buck. Say what needs to be said per usual. So we're going to take a little commercial break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about this good young man, Peyton Wesley, Iyanu, and then we're going to be talking about Joy Reid. A lot going with Joy Reid. And plus, Megan Kelly, I got to call your ass out. Don Lemon said, fuck you. I got a deeper reason. Talk about that. All that and more coming up right here on Virtual Tour Live. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me. Work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Hey, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Sweet morning dew, one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. God, you were found. I come from nothing. Our fun is your fun. Welcome to the celebration. We all we got. I'll do that. Don't you leave here to go for happiness. I want you to leave here to show
Each of you are in a relationship with somebody you have never met before.
We have been chit-chatting for about 5 months. We have been together for 4.5 years now. I'm gonna go meet my man.
I'm just hoping that he likes me in real life.
I've been keeping something from you.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
I'm loving it.
I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Greenleaf's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here in the building with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We start off the show with Keke Wyatt. Apparently, she has been sleeping with her blood cousin, and they have made a church. Talk about a hashtag family affair, why don't you? Then we talked about Beyond the Gates. Entertainment Weekly gave the show a B+ for its series premiere, rather. I was about to say season premiere. I say season premiere because this is the first season, but series premiere aired yesterday. It's a great fanfare from what I saw, so congratulations on that. Disney has a new parade coming in the summer of 2025 called Disney Starlight, but I don't think it's going to be that amazing because concept art in Disney hasn't really been vibing recently. The USDA has reinstated the 1890 National Scholars Program, which is absolutely huge. Had not been reinstated, there would have been a lot of Black and minority and indigenous people of color not being able to go to school, and that would have hurt, crops and services and everything in between for farmers. And then Tennessee State is going broke and may run out of money by May of 2025, and Tennessee State is owed $2 billion. So, a lot going on here on Virtual Tour Live this evening, Greenleaf's Virtual Tour Live this evening. Now, this young man, I am so excited to talk about. First of all, right here from blacknews.com, Arkansas Black team with autism plays in state football championship game. Look at that smile right there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Peyton Wesley, an African-American team from Arkadelphia, Arkansas, diagnosed with autism, made his debut in a state football championship game. His dedication to the sport and the support from his teammates led to a memorable moment as he took the field for the final play. Peyton's journey with Arkadelphia football began early, even in kindergarten. He showed his school spirit by holding doors open for students. When he reached the 7th grade, he wanted to play football, but his mother hesitated due to his autism diagnosis. The coaches reassured her that he was given the chance to join. Head coach Trey Shooker praised Peyton's commitment. He comes to practice every day with a smile on his face, he told Fox 16. His teammates admired his passion and encouraged him to play a playoff game. However, Peyton had a bigger goal. He wanted to play in the state championship. That dream became reality when Arkadelphia led Elkins 28-0. In the final play, Peyton stepped onto the field entering in the victory formation. Reflecting on the unforgettable moment, Peyton said, "I will never forget that moment." Congratulations to you, good sir. And listen, from one that has autism to another one, I am so damn proud of you. Just because you have a disability does not define you. It's a part of you, but it's not everything. And, like I said, even though I see what's happening, like I said, the assignment is bigger than me because these stories like this, they don't get coverage on national TV. And they don't really get a lot of coverage on social media. So the fact that we're able to do what we're able to do, whether we rise up or we fall down, as long as God is in control and I focus on the assignment, we will be just fine. So I saw this story and definitely wanted to bring it to you all for sure. So let me get Fox 16 up here, and we'll watch this story real quick here from this about this young man here.
Fans are having fun tonight. Arkadelphia knows what it's like to celebrate a title. Just 8 fans are having fun tonight. Arkadelphia knows what it's like to celebrate a title. Just 8 weeks ago, they won a high school football state championship. On the last play of the game, something caught my eye, so I did a little digging.
Everyone just picked me up.
15-year-old Peyton Wesley was born to be a Badger.
So when he was in kindergarten, the football players would go over on Fridays, open the doors. And I think that's kind of where his love for the game developed, and we would come on Friday night. At that time, weren't a lot of fans in the stands, but Peyton would be here on Friday night.
Give it a moment, y'all.
Cheering the Badgers on.
Peyton's love for the Badgers exploded when Arkadelphia won back-to-back state titles in 2017 and 2018. He was so eaten up with Badger football that he used the roster to learn how to multiply.
Oh, wow.
I heard him saying 3 times 7. That's Cannon Turner. What are you talking about? And then he said 6 times 4. That's Zion Hadley.
Oh, wow.
Zion
That's
was
amazing.
24 and Cannon was 21. So, wow, Peyton.
When Peyton started the 7th grade, it was time. He wanted to play football, but Mom wasn't quite sure. You see, Peyton was diagnosed with autism at an early age. The coaches assured Ashley he would be safe, and the rest was history. This year, it was time for varsity ball.
Comes to practice every day with a smile on his face and ready to have fun and be around the team and get better. And, he's a joy to have around.
Whenever we have those tough practices, Peyton, he never seems to be in a bad mood, especially when coaches getting on to us and bring the team morale down. We just look at him and find light.
Seeing his smile on his face, it brings a lot to the team. It helps the team get around too, because maybe sometimes people are in a bad mood, and then got Peyton, he cheers people up.
As an underclassman, one of his jobs is shagging footballs at practice during extra points and field goal attempts. Soon he was challenged. Catch one, and the entire team gets a Gatorade party.
As the weeks got on, Peyton would be close some days, and then, some other day that he wasn't. But it took him a while before he was able to catch one. And I think it was in the playoffs that Peyton was finally able to catch one of those, and it was a big deal. The team went nuts. The coaches were going crazy. I think the team ended up putting Peyton on their shoulders and kind of celebrated with him real quick. It was an awesome moment. And then we got the team Gatorade the next day.
As great of a moment that was, it wasn't the highlight of the season. Fast forward to the state championship game. Arkadelphia led 28-0. With time running out, Peyton entered the game, and it became a victory formation like no other.
That was feeling like it was my moment, and the bench were all cheering.
It was great. It was like cherry on top. It was finishing touch. And, he tried to get it. We tried to get him in and found a late game. He said he didn't want to get in until we got to state. We made that happen for him.
Just a special moment that the team was able to make it about the team and about Peyton in that moment. It was huge.
I was just hugging them, and I was going to be happy about that moment.
So just to see him get out there on that field, it was really one of those moments that I will always remember.
I will never forget that moment that I went in the field.
Peyton wants to top that moment. His next goal is to catch a touchdown pass. Something makes me believe he'll do it.
Thank you, Wes Moore, sir, for that wonderful story there. As y'all can see, I was trying not to tear up there myself. I was on Fox 16 myself for an anti-bullying conference. And, in Arkansas, that's where I learned journalism. The fact that you could put a microphone on somebody and put a camera in front of them and tell their story, and it could be broadcasted to a whole state. Little did I know that there was national media, everything in between. And shout out to that brother. And I cannot wait until you catch that victory pass, good sir. So shout out to Peyton Wesley there. Yes, indeed. A good young man. And hopefully you make it to the NFL, man. I might be talking about you here on Virtual Tour Live for sure. What a wonderful, wonderful story there. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. More Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here, right now from Black PR Wire. Very excited about bringing you this story here. This is a brand new Black cartoon. Let me see if I can get the picture up here. So this is called Iyanu. It will be premiering April 5th at 9:30 a.m. on Cartoon Network and then streaming the next day on Max there. Cartoon Network original series Iyanu debuts April 6th on Max. Original anime series is created by award-winning Nigerian filmmaker Roy Okupe and produced by Lion Forge Entertainment. The highly anticipated Cartoon Network animated series Iyanu will debut Sunday, April 6th on Max, following the April 5th debut on Cartoon Network. The official trailer giving audiences another glimpse into the captivating story based on Nigerian culture and mythology has also been released. Adapted from Roy Okupe's graphic novel series Iyanu, Children of Wonder, published by Unique Studios and Dark Horse Comics, the powerhouse behind The Umbrella Academy and Hellboy. The series is helmed by Roy Okupe himself, who was born and raised in Nigeria and now serves as creator, executive producer, and showrunner. The series is produced by Lion Forge Entertainment, a leading Black-owned animation studio in North America. Drawing on Nigerian culture, music, and methodology, the animated series follows Iyanu, a brave young orphan in the magical magical kingdom of Ibaru land. While studying history and ancient art, she yearns for a normal life until a looming threat awakens divine powers not seen since the legendary Age of Wonders. Accompanied by new friends, Bai, Toy, and a magical leopard named Ukun, Iyanu sets out to uncover the source of this evil, unlocking her destiny along the way. It's been a hero's journey for Royce and the team to bring this ambitious and stunning series to Cartoon Network and Max, said Michael Olaine, president of Cartoon Network and Adult Swim. This April, we will all get to benefit from years of their effort and enter the super unique world that they've created, filled with magic, mysterious enemies, and divine powers. Lion Forge Entertainment CEO and founder David Stewart II shared, "We witnessed the dedication and heart that Roy Okupe and our entire team have poured into this series, and we're all excited to see it premiere on Cartoon Network and Max this April. Iyanu represents a major leap forward in our commitment to telling culturally rich stories that resonate with audiences around the globe, and we're confident audiences will share our excitement. The talented all-African, come on now, all-African Iyanu voice cast includes Saraya Johnson as Iyanu, Oki Jude as Banyu, Iyanu's carefree adventurer friend Samuel Kubai as Toy, Iyanu's bookworm companion Edesu Etomi Wellington as Roy, Blossom Chiku. I'm sorry if I'm butchering y'all names, it's not on purpose. I'm very, very excited about this for sure. As Kofafu, Kamfu, Toy's father Stella Damus as Siru, Shakti Bello as Imi, the one mother, and Ike Oni as Elder Pani. The entire first season of Iyanu will be available across 44 African countries. I'm going to say that 2 more times. 44 African countries. 44 African countries on streaming partner Showmax beginning June 13th. Recently announced partner ITV Kingdom and Republic of Ireland this summer. The show's executive producers are David Stewart II, Stephanie Sperber, Kristen Newlands, and Matt Heath from Lion Forge Entertainment, Roy Okupe from Unique Studios, Erica Duprice of Impact X Capital, Ryan Harderin of Forefront Media Group, and Doug Schwaber from Super Produce Product. Warner Brothers Discovery is the source. So here it is here. Let me see if I can enlarge it here. Here is the trailer for Iyanu, premiering April 6th. Will actually premiere April 5th at 9:30 a.m. on Cartoon Network, and then premiering the next day, April 6th on Max. Here we go.
And so, warriors, from absolute power.
There is only one hope for the people of Yoruba land. The Chosen.
My name
Oh
is
my
Iyanu.
God.
I thought
The Chosen would be taller.
as the Chosen, you have a trinity of powers: unnatural, natural, and supernatural.
She must prove herself.
The land isn't getting any less cursed while you try to discourage me.
Trust your instincts. This is what I have been training you for.
And discover the source of her powers.
Team Chosen.
I like that. Team Chosen.
You can do this. One big leap.
For a chance to return her people to a new age of wonders.
How was that?
Iyanu new series premieres Saturday, April 5th at 9:30
Oh, wow.
on your Cartoon Network.
That was amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is awesome. It's going to be good. That is going to be really, really, really good. Like I said, that will be premiering right here, April 5th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they'll be streaming the next day on Max. So April 5th will be on a Saturday morning. So a good Saturday morning cartoon there for sure. That should be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. It just shows if you give a person a chance, anything is possible. That part right there. So more Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here, right now. As you all know, Joy Reid is leaving MSNBC. So here is Joy Reid breaking her silence on her firing from MSNBC.
Tells the truth. And it is my distinct honor to bring to this stage our sister, a truth teller, and someone who we are all committed to making sure that we speak truth to power and standing in solidarity with, our sister Joy Reid.
Hello. I have to say my heart is so full that I hope I can get through this. I want to thank you, Joteka, and I will say our SOAR president literally called me from as she was taxiing on the plane to say that she was flying back from California, and it was just overwhelming to receive that call. Khalil, all of those who have been on the phones with me, Angie Rye, who has been essentially babysitting me and taking care of me, and Tiffany Cross has been doing the same. My husband is on this call, who's also been doing the same. Mignon Moore, who, my counselor, who's been so great, so kind to just always give me advice. Obviously, Joteka, you are just everything. Holly, who I've been bugging and harassing, who's been making all the technical. I can't even name everyone. Everyone, you all know that you are valuable, you are wonderful, and I hope I haven't missed anyone. It's just my heart is so full. I'm trying to get through it, but everyone who took the time on a Sunday when it was not a regular call to get on this call, I can't even begin. As you can imagine, I have been through every emotion over the past several days. Tasha knows, she's been on the calls with me for some of them. Angela Shirley knows. Carrie Champion's been on with me. Alicia Guards. I've just been talking to we call ourselves our machetes. I've been talking to so many people, but I've been through every emotion from, anger, rage, disappointment, hurt, feeling that, guilt, that I let my team lose their jobs. But in the end, where I really land and where I've landed on today is just gratitude, just pure gratitude. And gratitude, not just because people would take the time to get on a call like this, or to take care of me, but also that my show had value, and that that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I try not to cry on TV. And this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And that it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you. Where I land is that the moment of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted and not just Black folks, or went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country like my parents did and try to make a life and defended them. Or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty, defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah-Jones put into our spirit, that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding of this country, whether it's talking about any of these issues, and yes, whether it's talking about Gaza and the fact that we as the American people have a right to object to little babies being bombed. And where I come down on that is I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I stood up for those things, because those things are of God. And I'm a church girl too, and those are the things that I was taught were of God. And so I'm not sorry. I'm just proud of my show. I'm proud of my little team, the little team that could. I told them today they were the Avengers. They were this little diverse team who we constructed deliberately to represent every type of person in this country, every religion, every faith, every race, every region, every sensibility, every sexual orientation. We said we were intentional. I was very intentional in building my team, inspired by the great Melissa Harris Perry, my dear sister, Melissa Harris Perry, from whom I inherited television, okay, who gave me, with her grace, the opportunity to host in her sacred hour on the weekends, and let me open the door to a Tiffany Cross, let me open the door to Black people who were not typically on TV, to a Tracy, who started as my producer and then got nominated for an Oscar because she's so brilliant. Let me open the doors to Black people to talk about economics and science and not just Black pain. I am not sorry. And I am so proud of what we did, and so grateful that God gave me nearly 5 years to do it. And in total, nearly 10 years to do television my way, on my terms. And so it's been a very strange Black History Month. I won an NAACP Image Award, as did Ms. Joteka, for this show. And I'm proud that it was specifically for our interview with Brittany Griner, who so many of the people on this call fought for her, believed in the cause of her freedom. Y'all fought for that. I just channeled it on television, and the NAACP Image Awards saw fit to award us for it. So I just want to thank all of you. I'm so deep in gratitude. I'm so deep in joy. Even though I'm crying, I'm actually just so deep in joy and gratefulness that there's nothing that can hurt me now. And I'm going to go forward and promise to all of you that the service I feel God put me on this earth to provide, other than telling Miss Murley's story, the service I feel, and I see Rashad here, I just see Rashad's name pop up, who I love. The service I was put here is to try to tell the truth, to try to find the truth, and to try to explain the inexplicable, and to try to make it make sense. And that's what I've always told my team. Our job is not to be the news. Our job is to help people to understand what's happening, is to understand the horrors that are happening, and to understand the joy. We had a moment of joy, to understand that sometimes there's pain, but there's also joy. So I promise I'm going to keep doing that. I have set myself up because I've been very realistic and setting myself up always for the future. I'm always planning for the future. And so there is a future for my voice. And if you all are so kind to support it, I will just be I will be even more grateful, if that is even possible, than I am right now. So I'm going to stop because I have composed myself again. And I just want to thank you all for coming here tonight for me. I cannot, my heart is bursting with just absolute gratitude.
Well, we have gratitude for you. We have gratitude for you. You keep speaking truth to power. And what we know is that in this moment, what we know is that our collective power is indeed power. And I want to say right now, we know we put this call out united, Win with Black Men, Win with Black Women, other organizations, NCNW, all of our Divine Nine, Power Rising. I see our sister leaders, Bishop Leah Daughtry and Mignon Moore, co-founders and leaders of Power Rising on this call tonight. Sisters Lead, Sisters Vote. So many have put out the call, and individuals have put out the call. And I believe it was an hour and a half. We have 10,000 because that's the max that we have on the Zoom. But right now there's 10,000 people watching in our overflow on YouTube, and it is growing. And that means that we know that we have to act right now. So Sister Joy, know that we stand with you. And for those of you who are on this call right now, I hope that you will go to your socials and use hashtag we need joy, hashtag we need joy. Tell somebody about this call so that they can get on and watch and get the call to action, because that's what we have to do right now. I know that we have our brother leaders on this call as well. The president of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, President Chris Ray, is on this call. We have the president of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, President Lucian Metellus, on this call. We have our brother, the founder, co-founder with his beautiful wife, Stephanie Brown James, Quentin James, on this call. The president of D4 Women in Action, Rhonda Briggins, on this call tonight, and others. Political maven Yolanda Caraway on this call tonight. Judge Glenda Hatchett just texted me. She's on this call tonight. Y'all, we got to go to action. I'm about to call up 3 warriors who's always been on the battlefield. Our sister who always rings the alarm and calls us into action, Sister Angela Rye. Our brother Rashad Robinson, who is no stranger to campaigns and strategy, and our sister Tiffany Cross, who is another truth teller and someone who has been on the front lines for us over and over again. Over to you, my brothers and sisters.
Thank you so much, Joteka, Joy, and Reed. We thank you so much for your service and the fact that can't nobody stop you. I'm going to kick us off. Joy, you should get off the camera. Good. Joy gets off of the camera now because I want her to not be associated with my remarks. So here's what I need you all to know. Gwen Moore said on the House floor 2 weeks ago, the House is on fire. It's not just the House that's on fire, it's the Senate that's on fire. It's not just the Senate that's on fire, it's the White House that's on fire. And as a result, the country...
So I wanted to play that because I think a lot of times, in this society today, we will pounce on anyone and everyone while they're down. And, you know, what goes around comes around. And there are a lot of very reactionary people that don't have the faculties to take responsibility for what they do. Leaving and getting fired are 2 different things, but Joy's just the first non-white host that's being fired. That station will lean more to the felon. It's BS. Joy has a podcast with her friend on Sunday nights. Sub to her podcast. Absolutely, I will. And what I'm going to show you with these clips is how to be resilient. I relate to everything that Joy said because with this show, and I will definitely say that, you know, the Readout and Brainley's Virtual Tour Live are 2 completely different shows. I will definitely say that. But what I loved about what Joy said was she talked about the diversification of her purpose, that she brought Black people that talked about science, that talked about technology, that talked about entertainment, and not just Black pain. And so many times we are looking for solutions when nobody wants to step up and be a solution. And in the society that we live in today, there are Black men and white men, Black women and white women that are racist, bigoted, and hateful to anybody that does not sound like them, move like them, or or in alignment with their camp. It's fucking disgusting, it's sad, and it's despicable. Because the platform that you try to tear down, eventually you might need the platform for struggling. Because I cannot tell you how many times Roland Martin, he's been on CNN, he was on the Tom Joyner Morning Show, he was on News One Now with TV One, and he has covered things that had not been for him that would not have seen the light of day. So I don't take this lightly. And when you don't have the capacity, the capability, comprehension of brain cells to do what someone else does, your actions will show that you're broken. So I'm going to show you these clips. And Megyn Kelly, you were not a journalist. You were a lawyer. And you said single white tear, right? Right? Okay. We're going to get to you in a minute because you got a lot of nerve celebrating the downfall of Joy Reid when you wasn't the cleanest your damn self on live national television. Let's roll on. And by the way, I love the fact that she came on a tracksuit with her logo and everything. Here we go.
Okay, you know that thing back in high school when a group project and you were mad because not everybody did the same amount of work? Well, this show is the exact opposite. The readout worked because everybody from the interns on up put their whole heart into it. So before we go, tonight, my moment of joy is to tell you just some of the names of the people who made this show happen. From Nathan Mutale, our amazing and always well-dressed intern. Raven Sievers, our fabulous tape producer. Lily Guthrie, who keeps our graphics looking fab. Our awesome associate producers, Adam Garnett, who understands, as I do, that every story is really a story about Brooklyn. And Julia Dirtsman, Go Liberty. So there you go, you converted me. Our genius producers, Tori James, our marathon runner. Andres Penfold Perez, our man of many faces. Valerie McKay, my cut-up partner during the meetings, Tiffany Mullen, who literally knows all the things, Jonathan Hellman, who I will miss reciting his segments during the show meetings and helping me tell stories using children's poems, Kai Ma, who channels my whole entire brain, and also our resident sports expert, senior producer Pete Fall, probably the most cool-headed, kind person I have ever worked with in this business, our line producer Rachel Whitkin, the conscience of the readout, and with Tori, our other resident Swiftie, our phenomenal booking producers, Leslie Frazier, aka our Disney princess, Patrick Judge, my fellow comic fan, digital producer Alexis Stodgehill, my ride or die social media super friend, our phenomenal blog editor Jahan Jones, the downtown Sterling Brown, our director, and all of the amazing directors here at MS. Caleb Seals, our resident hip hop expert and my forever hazed anchor producer. My fabulous glam squad, Janice and Coco, right here in DC, who have the challenge of putting glam on a person with total ADHD who cannot sit still for even 30 minutes. And in New York City, Bailey, Jamina, and Voltaire, and our awesome crew, Durbin, Bernie, and Julie, our indefatigable floor managers, Brooke from Brooklyn, and Charlotte, our tech production managers, tech director Chemo, Steph, our graphics playback operator, John, our lighting guy, Zach, our utility, Vic on audio, Ken on video, Ian on playback, our sound team, Claire, and Jacob Gary, who manages everybody, and all the amazing crew members here in DC, as well as in New York, my security team, Steven Scott and Shantae Brown, and also Miss Jan downstairs. And last but certainly not least, we call ourselves the Readout Go Team. Senior managing producer Robert Zelliger, the most brilliant, but also the most elderly millennial who literally knows everyone. And my amazing friend, collaborator, work wife, pal since literally the hardball days, and the fearless leader of this amazing team, our girl power executive producer, the amazing boss, Tina Urbanski. And I'm also an Urbanski. She said I could be adopted. This is the A-Team, y'all, and they will be an asset to the next show, whatever show that they grace with their presence. And yes, you can use me as a reference. But most of all, these are my TV family. Much love to everybody who made the readout great. And if I missed your name, it's not my heart, it's my head. You know, I had to fit it all in. A special shout out to our amazing readers, our audience. I just love running into y'all in the airport, on these streets, and on social media. I could not love or appreciate you more. thank you for holding us down. Almost 5 years. We are a toddler and we out in these streets in this world, and we are not going to stop. That is tonight's Readout. You can follow me on Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, and on Substack at it's at joyandread.substack.com. Also on TikTok and Facebook at Joy Reid Official.
So I wanted to play that clip as well because it goes to show you it takes a team to put something on TV, but it takes a village to keep that show running. And, in this world, sometimes you really don't know who your real friends are. And I wanted to showcase this clip from Rachel Maddow because this is how you are a friend.
I'm going to take a little point of personal privilege here just for a moment, if it is okay with you. You may have already heard about changes that have been announced at MSNBC over the last couple of days. The new president of our network made it official today. Some of our shows are moving to different time slots or expanding or going away altogether. In prime time, just so you know, I am here 5 days a week for the first 100 days of Trump's presidency as planned. And as planned, I will go back to just Mondays after that. That is not changing. What is changing is that the show, Alex Wagner Tonight, is not coming back at 9 after the first 100 days. Instead, Alex will be a senior political analyst for MSNBC, and Jen Psaki will start hosting the 9 p.m. hour all the other nights except for Mondays. So that's a big change. An even bigger programming change is at 7 p.m. Eastern, where Joy Reid's show, The Readout, ended tonight. And Joy is not taking a different job in the network. She is leaving the network altogether. And that is very, very, very hard to take. I am 51 years old. I have been gainfully employed since I was 12. And I have had so many different kinds of jobs, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. But in all of the jobs I have had, in all of the years I have been alive, there is no colleague for whom I have had more affection and more respect than Joy Reid. I love everything about her. I have learned so much from her. I have so much more to learn from her. I do not want to lose her as a colleague here at MSNBC. And personally, I think it is a bad mistake to let her walk out the door. It is not my call, and I understand that, but that's what I think. I will tell you, it is also unnerving to see that on a network where we've got two non-white hosts in primetime, both of our non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows, as is Katie Fang on the weekend. And that feels worse than bad, no matter who replaces them. That feels indefensible, and I do not defend it. But there's just one other piece of it that you should know. From your side of the TV screen, you will mostly see changes in terms of who's in the anchor chair. And actually, everybody who's going to be in anchor chairs from here on out are great colleagues and great at what they do. And you are not going to be disappointed in who's on our air and what you're going to be seeing. But one thing you cannot necessarily see is that the people who get our shows on the air, they're really being put through the ringer. Dozens of producers and staffers, including some who are among the most experienced and most talented and most specialist producers in the building, are facing being laid off. They're being invited to reapply for new jobs. That has never happened at this scale in this way before when it comes to programming changes, presumably because it's not the right way to treat people and it's inefficient and it's unnecessary and it kind of drops the bottom out of whether or not people feel like this is a good place to work. And so we don't generally do things that way. Maybe all of our folks, including most of the people who are getting this very show on the air right now, maybe they will all get new jobs here. And I hope they do. But in the meantime, being put in this kind of limbo, the anxiety and the discombobulation is off the charts at a time when this job already is extra stressful and difficult. It is not news for me to tell you that the press and freedom of the press are under attack in a way that is really, it's a big deal for our country. It's very visceral for us here. I know that the business of the press is not an easy thing, and I know that no job is forever. But I think I'm safe in saying for all of us anchors who you know through the TV, please know that what pains us the most is not what happens to us. It is what happens to our coworkers on whom we depend and who you don't necessarily know, but we respect and love them and depend on them. And did I mention we respect them? This is a difficult time in the news business, but it does not need to be this difficult. We welcome new voices to this place and some familiar voices to new hours. It's going to be great, honestly, and we want to grow and succeed and reach more people than ever and be resilient and stay here forever. I also believe, and I bet you believe, that the way to get there is by treating people well. Finding good people, good colleagues, doing good work with them, and then having their back. That we could do a lot better on, a lot better.
So I wanted to play that because Rachel Maddow, you are a real one. And I know what everyone is saying. Well, Rachel Maddow is a white woman. Well, that is true, but the president of MSNBC is also a white woman as well. And just because you are a white person, whether white man or white woman, doesn't mean that you don't have to play the game. That was a big, bold, gutsy risk that Rachel Maddow took. And she was right, everything that she said. There's nothing wrong with new voices. There's nothing wrong with making room. But the best way to rise up to the greatness that can be for all of us is by doing great work, great colleagues, finding the colleagues that deserve a platform and having their back. And I do hope that Rachel Maddow keeps her job, because that was a big swing. And that is how you are an ally. Everybody keeps asking, how can I show up for black people? Don't show up for black people to save your ass. Show up for black people because you know that representation matters. So I wanted to play that. That was quite an emotional video there. This is how you advocate and align yourself with the right side of history. This is an ally. Siri, play Thank You for Being a Friend. Maybe we all have someone like this in our lives. Rachel has always proven time and time again that she is one of our allies. When I say have my back, when I'm not present, this is what I mean. This is how you use your privilege. I fully agree. If anyone was ever confused, this is how to be an ally. Rachel said with her full chest, unafraid of any repercussions. I love this for Joy being called out. Is it something they like? And Rachel used her privilege in a very respectful manner. She slid into our best, and I bet pissed a few people off. She may not get fired, but I've always respected her. This was tastefully done. Rachel been down as an ally. She's risking a lot to support her friend. That's real respect. This is how you use your privilege. Masterclass. Told you to the people who argue with me about it being Joy's reigns, because that's what the network said. Do you hear that she says it's about having people's back? The network caved on retaining Joy due to outside pressure of her being a hardcore 47 critic. There are all 47 critics, but it hits them different when a minority is ripping them. They all hate that because minorities are beneath them in their eyes. Kudos to Maddow for putting it out there. She has the power to do it and did. Controlling the media side of critics is dictatorship. 47 is in full king mode. More to come. Rachel has always been a real one. She used to host a syndicated radio show with Chuck D, and she was the first national news host to call attention to the Flint water crisis. She took her show to Flint and did live specials. It's not a surprise to anyone who has followed her career. If there was an example of how to be an ally without making it about yourself, this was it. An ally, a class act, bravery. While getting in there with hand claps there, I'm happy that Rachel spoke out. We need more of this, absolutely. She put her own job on the line to do this, and that's almost unheard of in this industry. Wishing her the best of luck. More importantly, admiring her bravery and morality, absolutely. And if that white woman fires Rachel Maddow, you just as worse as 47's administration. Yeah, I said it. I absolutely said it. I don't give a damn. If Rachel's on the chopping block, that's fine. It's better to stand for something than to fall for anything. Now, on to Megyn Kelly. Because Megyn, you got a lot of nerve, heifer. A lot of damn nerve. Some of you black women and white women, black men and white men that let yourself to titles that nobody gave to you, or you forgot where the fuck you came from. I'm doing a little too damn much out here because Megyn Kelly said single white tear laughing at Joy Reid's downfall. I want you to watch this though, because I'm a dog walk this.
In a world and a country that is incredibly divided right now. In a world and a country that is incredibly divided right now. My hope is that this show can be a unifying force. One that has courage, can at times be provocative, that is also fun and uplifting and empowering, that makes people feel like fists in the air at the end of it. Maybe you could tune in for an hour and feel connected.
That's what you said. After you left Fox News under sexual assault allegations. Now, nobody's here for sexual assault, right? And even though you said what you said, many racist, bigoted, and sexist things and everything in between all around the world, you took your white ass over to NBC News thinking that you were going to be able to do a rebrand of Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows. The Lollipop Kids. Gloompa doopa doopa dee doop. You really thought that you were going to turn this spoiled lemonade factory into a Mike's Hard Lemonade's empire. Well, I just want to let you know what you did on national TV. I'm going to need some help from a black brother that knows about the
folks, today on the Today Show, Megyn got to some hot water. Matter of fact,
I meant to say, roll it, Roland.
Folks, today on the Today Show, Megyn Kelly got to some hot water. Matter of fact, you know what? Don't worry about it. Leave Andre there. He ain't got nowhere to go. He lives there. He can be on the panel. So Megyn Kelly got some hot water today. They were talking about Halloween costumes, and she said this.
You still be able to dress like a moron.
But what is racist? Because truly, you do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface for Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. Like back when I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up as like a character.
If somebody feels like something is offensive to them, then you should say it, and that's fair game.
Yeah, and
you should be able to take it if you're going to dress up like that.
Yeah, you got to be able to take it.
Yeah. One of the things I mentioned is people dressing up like Nazis and this. If you think it's offensive, it probably is.
Yep.
And one of my big complaints just about society right now is whatever happened, and I know how you were raised. I don't know how you were raised, but
that's questionable.
Yeah. Whatever happened to just manners and polite society?
On Halloween, you've got guys running around with fake axes coming out of their head.
But what I'm saying
it's gonna be jarring.
Right, but what I'm saying is in polite society, someone who's raised it would not think that dressing as a Nazi is okay.
I don't need the PC.
Or painting somebody. I mean, I think that there are limits to how far you want to go.
But
Because you're making people feel bad.
But I'm saying normal people kind of know where that line is.
Yes, right.
I mean, I have a son that dressed as a fireman with an axe and then insisted on carrying the axe around for like a week.
But there was controversy on the Real Housewives. There was a controversy on the Real Housewives of New York with Luann, as she dressed as Diana Ross, and she made her skin look darker than it really is, and people said that was racist. And I don't know. I thought, like, who doesn't love Diana Ross? She wants to look like Diana Ross for one day. I don't know how that got racist on Halloween. It's not like she's walking around.
I have not seen it. But
You have watched it. Me too. And by the way, I haven't seen the other, but if she really wanted to look like Diana Ross, she should have dressed as Michael Jackson. Because they...
I don't know. I can't keep up with the number of people
that was nice.
I'll follow. Just come on, we're already in the deep end.
Literally, I can't keep up with the number of people that we're offending just by being like normal people.
So that's what you said on live national television. Hopefully you can be inspired for an hour and feel connected. That's what you said on national television. Your ass was a lawyer, okay? So because you said that, you had to do this.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Megan.
Now, for those of you who are saying, Braylon, you're going too far. No. See, if you're educated, you don't have to say it in the description of your YouTube channel. Your actions will show that shit. You don't have to say that you're a particular title. Your actions will show that. You celebrating somebody else's downfall when you did that fucking shit on national television? Oh no, heifer. Black women, white women, black men, white men, y'all can get it. I am sick and tired of, oh, well, because Braylon used his voice to say what needs to be said, I'm going to unsubscribe. Let me ask you something. The unsubscription you did from me, can you find a channel that does a fifth, quarter, or a half of what this channel does in terms of giving you factual, actual, smacktual information about issues that are bigger than reality TV, that showcase the best of us as a Black culture, that also showcases the pain of us as a society, but also in the midst of all of it, can let you know that we can at least find another side of joy in this, right? Because I saw my numbers go down, and it is fucking sad that because somebody utilized their voice to stand up for their platform, for their character, for their village, y'all got big man. But yet, y'all can't be upset that we don't have another Black voice on cable television. Y'all can't get upset that a white woman said that blackface was okay. But y'all want to unsubscribe from me because I use my voice to say I'm about my business, because I'm about making sure that my chat gets quality content, that my chat is protected, that my chat's mental is okay at the end of every live, that they have left better than when they came. You have seen more Black entrepreneurship on this show than any other channel in this motherfucking set. You have. You have seen more positive stories from a little bit of everybody on this channel than any other channel in this set. But most of all, you have saw me call out so much shit to the point where this channel was almost taken. And to have anything and everything happen to me and still keep going, but yet Megyn Kelly could say that on national television, y'all don't have smoke for her, and y'all can't be that upset about we don't have another Black voice on cable television saying what needs to be said, but yet you're going to get mad at people being solution oriented. Okay. Name something that you've done to give back to the culture and to be a resource and not a fucking hindrance. Back to Megyn Kelly. Megyn, you went on national TV to say this, okay?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Megyn Kelly, and I want to begin with 2 words. I'm sorry. You may have heard that yesterday we had a discussion here about political correctness and Halloween costumes. And that conversation turned to whether it is ever okay for a person of one race to dress up as another. A Black person making their face lighter or a white person making theirs darker to make a costume complete. I defended the idea saying as long as it was respectful and part of a Halloween costume, it seemed okay. Well, I was wrong, and I am sorry. One of the great parts of sitting in this chair each day is getting to discuss different points of view. Sometimes I talk and sometimes I listen. And yesterday I learned. I learned that given the history of blackface being used in awful ways by racists in this country, it is not okay for that to be part of any costume, Halloween or otherwise. I have never been a PC kind of person, but I do understand the value in being sensitive to our history, particularly on race and ethnicity. This past year has been so painful for many people of color. The country feels so divided, and I have no wish to add to that pain and offense. I believe this is a time for more understanding, more love, more sensitivity, and honor, and I want to be part of that. Thank you for listening and for helping me listen too.
Now, after that, your show was on the verge of being canceled, right? But oh, what did you say, Megyn Kelly, about what you went through, right? See, here's the thing. People like to forget what they went through, right? So you celebrated Joy Reid's downfall, and you said this about how Hollywood celebrities treated you during your blackface comments.
I was on every newspaper and every television program in the country as a racist. That is what they did to me as a result of my one comment, truly. And then they drudged up old Media Matters nonsense about like me calling these guys in a gang thugs. See, that's racist too. And try to build a narrative about you to try to take you out. And thank God they didn't keep me out. But yeah, look, I wasn't the only one. They've done it to so many people and smeared them, people who haven't been able to come back, who maybe didn't have as, great a foothold in their career as I did when they tried to take me down, who really struggle to get back out there. And so fuck these people. I mean, that's really where I land. Like, they can just fuck off. Like, they're terrible people, and you can see it.
But you wanted to celebrate the downfall of Miss Joy Reid, though, right? Okay. I just had to say that because I'm just like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Your ass was a lawyer that happened to turn into a journalist. Like I said, Anderson Cooper, at 19 years old, got a fake press pass, got on a warplane and reported from a trench. There are people who have been unalived for trying to get information out to people. A person you interviewed, Alex Jones, who said that Sandy Hook Elementary School powing was fake. And you allowed him on national television to be disrespectful to parents who don't have their fucking kids here anymore. See, some of y'all got the wrong outrage out here. But it's cool, though. It's cool. Because one day, you're going to look up, and you're not going to have any helpers to help your ass out. So remember, some of y'all are Tasha St. Patrick. And y'all keep saying, try me, nigga. And when that pressure gets to your ass, you crumble because you're fucking weak with your faculties and shit. Even Keith Olbermann said this from Variety.com. Keith Olbermann slams MSNBC for cutting ties with Joy Reid and other people like Musk. Keith Olbermann, who dominated MSNBC as the host of Countdown from 2003 to 2011, railed against the network via the Daily Beast after it cut ties with Joy Reid, Alex Wagner, Kate Chang, Jonathan Capehart, and Armand Molden. He posted on Twitter, and MSNBC purged so brutally racist that makes you think it was done by Musk. They didn't even try to hide the racism by firing an unnecessary white anchor like Katie Tur or Stephanie Bruley as cover said. On his Countdown podcast, Oberman continued to address the matter by saying when the company is in trouble, when a dollar might not be earned, you won't hear crap out of Rachel Maddow. Just bullshit, because Rachel Maddow took a big swing. Absolutely. So Keith, back off of Rachel Maddow for sure. Lawrence O'Donnell, or Chris Haynes, or Simone Sanders, or Michael Steele, or Alicia Mendez, or Jim Pataki. I'll profusely apologize to anybody at MSNBC who stands up in defense of Joy Reid and says, this stinks, this makes us white. This is contributing to the entirety of 47's racism enveloping this country. Oberman's comment came ahead of Rachel Maddow's February 24th show on MSNBC, in which she directly called out the network for parting ways with Reid. Maddow said on air, I do not want to lose her as a colleague here at MSNBC. And personally, I think it was a bad mistake to let her walk out the door. She also called it indefensible that MSNBC's two non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows. Of course, MSNBC's firing Joy Reid was racist. Oberman added another post on Twitter that only had 4 women of color host their shows, and now they fired them all. Yet in another Twitter post, Oberman's second non-lemon and tell Megyn Kelly to go fuck yourself due to critical comments Kelly made about Reid following the latter MSNBC exit. Kelly called Reid the absolute worst person on television. Well, it takes one to know one, Megyn Kelly. And those are all of our destinations. I'm going to turn on my camera now because we've done the whole show for an hour. Hey, my thoughts. Welcome in. Good to see you. I just had to get that out. Because I'm just like, are we really doing this shit? Are we really doing this shit? Are we really doing this shit? Of being big mad at other people because they're using their voice. Meanwhile, we have other voices saying that we're this, that, and the third, and we don't give them the smoke. We, as Black people, are the cause of our own rise and our demise. And it's a fucking sad thing. When it doesn't even happen. I feel like the main reason why we don't ever get anywhere is because nobody is humble enough to just be honest and say, hey, listen, I felt a way. Can we talk about it and can we figure out a common ground to move forward? Most of our successes have been stifled because of us. That's fucking sad. The only way we will not have failures is if we don't create the environment for failures to rise. That's what I got for y'all this evening. Feel how you want to feel. All I ask is that you get to know people for who they are first before going off and making judgments. Because see, you unsubscribing, sure it hurt me, but I promise you in the long run, it's going to hurt you. Because if you notice in this sector, there's not a lot of diversity. It's starting to become diversity now. And it's starting to become diversity because now people actually have to work. There's a theory on Big Brother called floaters. And they hold on close to the wall and they don't play in the game of Big Brother. And that's why they get eliminated. So now that the main player in the Big Brother house, Love and Marriage Huntsville, has been voted out of the Big Brother house, now y'all gotta play the game. And some of y'all ain't got the faculties to get to the end, to win that $750,000. Meanwhile, this motherfucker right here been playing the game. Through every head of household competition, I've won. Through every power of veto, I've won. Through every elimination, I've won. But it's cool though. It's cool though. Because this is going to be the real test of who makes it and who does it. But just know, the energy you have for me, somebody got that same energy for you. And you've been avoiding that fight for a long motherfucking ass time. And some of y'all are not going to make it mentally or otherwise. If God could cause a flood to reset the world, God could make some things happen to humble your ass down there. I just hope you have that same smoke for all the fights you've been avoiding. You keep giving to people who have done nothing to you. And you punishing them because you ain't got nothing going on for your fucking damn self. We're going to take a commercial break. I need to get all that out. Because I try to be loving, kind, and gracious, but at some point in time, we're more upset at somebody who's been using their platform for good, for showcasing that there's more to us than what society said, and is always trying to be a resource and not a hindrance. And you are only going off of what someone says because they don't have the capacity, capability, or comprehension of brain cells to have the faculties to have a conversation to be a solution. That lets me know you are mentally closer to the casket to die, and curses are in your life, than people who have an open mindset to always be at the cradle to live life and be open-minded and receive the blessings that God has for them. We're live on tour. We're going to take a little commercial break. We'll be back right after this. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We live. Let's go.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you, more than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers, the one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
Motor City. And this is what we do.
What is this feeling that everyone's feeling?
Ding, ding, ding.
With such feeling.
Ding, ding, ding.
This winning feeling.
Ding, ding, ding.
This tingle of success. This sensation of triumph.
Ding, ding, ding.
This
Oh, I can feel it! This season, everyone gets the winning feeling. Win guaranteed prizes like 250 grand and more. Only at Dave & Buster's.
Each of you are in a relationship with somebody you have never met before.
We have been chit-chatting for about 5 months. We have been together for 4.5 years now. I'm gonna go meet my man.
I'm just hoping that he likes me in real life.
I've been keeping something from you.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
I'm loving it. I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back to Greenleaf's virtual tour live. Woo, man. Let them keep buying on the carrot running with everything that's put out. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. And you're right. It's not going to be the same to all brains. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. All we can do is keep marching on. And that's exactly what we're going to do over here. So it's all good. You know, Martin Luther King Jr. said something that take to heart. And I've never forgotten it when I first learned it. And I fully agree with this statement. It's all good, my friend. It's all good. I'm just chilling. Right here, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Like, I don't know why I wasn't showing that. Right here, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And so I guess if that's a crime, I guess you're not appreciative of the civil rights movement either. Because had we had people to tell people to not follow Martin Luther King Jr., not follow Malcolm X and Medgar Evers, and to all the men, women, and children that gave their lives for civil rights, just because we disagreed with them or we didn't like them or we didn't want to communicate to figure out what the problem was and figure out how to get to a solution, we wouldn't be free today. And we had that mindset. So our lives begin to end, we become silent on things that matter. It's interesting. A lot of people want everybody to say what needs to matter, but yet the message sometimes is a little too strong. They want silence. But when we're quiet, things form. And whatever we don't confront, we allow. So with that being said, y'all, I'll give y'all this daily motivator, then head on out. You can get anything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. Zig Ziglar, my Lord. It's time for a Daily Motivator for Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Positive paths. Be wary of quick, simple, easy solutions. Resist the temptation to hack your health, your finances, your life. Be willing to gather the necessary knowledge and invest time to forge that knowledge into understanding. Let that understanding drive your endeavors to achieve goodness and value for yourself and those around you, instead of merely conducting transactions. Build relationships. Don't settle for worthless junk that's handed out for free when you can work to create and experience actual value. Life is too precious to waste it for commitment, discipline, and purpose. Find meaningful ways to embrace the challenges and fulfill the opportunities that fill your world. Life's richness is yours to the degree you invest yourself in it. Your thoughts, your time, your words, your actions, habits, preferences, and all represent pathways to unique and rewarding fulfillment. Follow those positive paths, seize the best opportunities, and do the work of bringing what's most valuable and meaningful, not merely what is easiest. Ralph Lawson. Oh, my Lord. Let's talk about, I always think of Mary, Mary. I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, but God did not bring me this far to leave me. I think of that song often when I feel like I have grinded all the gears I could to make my mind tick. But sometimes, in order for you to keep going, sometimes you do need new parts. You do need a new lubricant. You need oil. You need the right model for you to keep going. So the first thing I'll tell you about a positive path is make sure that you know who you're hanging around, and make sure they're investing quality into you, not just being a Wizard of Oz. Because even in Wicked, behind the majestic energy of the wizard was a false prophet. That's the first thing I'll tell you about positive paths. Second thing I'll tell you about positive paths is, instead of merely conducting transactions, build relationships. I always say this is an investment energy platform here. It's not transactional. It's an investment. Every tour that we do, every destination we go to, and every time we learn something from each other, that's a positive path. Anybody can do a quantity of things to showcase the variety of what they can do, but that doesn't mean that they're given quality. Positive paths equal quality. Negative paths equals quantity. And finally, when it comes to those positive paths, do what's best, most valuable and meaningful, not merely what's easiest. This channel and how we do what we do and the way that we do what we do is not the easiest. But at least I can wake up every day and go to sleep every night, knowing while it may not be the easiest path, I have freedom, I have independence, but most of all, I have a joyful heart to know that what I'm giving, while it may be a long journey to get to the end of the rainbow, at least the colors magnify every time I move ahead on my rainbow. And all that leads to positive paths. And with that being said, y'all, it's time for the best outro on YouTube, if I do say so myself. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you were always born a blessing of trust. You may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing, call yourself. It's another thing you've chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me, and hopefully by spending time together, Ross, to be great together. And always remember, whether you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just pointing out a white woman's hypocrisy and not allowing somebody to celebrate somebody's demise, hold you back from saying what needs to be said, because what goes around is around. Give and shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, and will give it to your bosom. If you want to have blessings in your life, be a blessing. Make sure that the replay is not just for you watch it, not just for you listen to it, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you all. Always remember, RC love. You gotta give it RC love. You gotta give it RC love. You gotta give it wherever obstacles you have overcome, wherever success you have achieved upon this particular day. I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, while we have the energy for what just shows up on TV for 60 minutes and 42 minutes or 40 minutes without commercials, let's make sure that we have the energy for what's really happening. And just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean that it might not be coming down your block next. Okay? Because we lost Lister Holt this week as well, in addition to Joy Reid. Roland Martin, he got fired from News One Now. He's on YouTube. We have great historians of our culture. Let's appreciate the people recording history so we can utilize that history to have a wonderful victory. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings that are on the way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love, and I send it right back to you. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Things have been a little quiet around here. We've missed the fun, we've missed the excitement, we've missed the entertainment, we've missed the nightlife, but most of all, we've missed you. We're getting ready. Caesar's Rewards. We can't wait to welcome you back. Things have been a little...
This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a Black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of Black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers, the one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City. And this is what we do.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey! Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good. Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
Hey.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
This is where our magic comes from. They say if you dream a thing more than once, please, 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 it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they...
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
Sorry, folks, there's a breaking development. There's something down on the field.
I see that too. What is that?
Looks like a koala or a dog or a...
They're all out there right now. They're trying to catch it. They're having a real hard time. They've got trash cans.
This guy's got no chance.
I think they got it. Nope.
Now he's gone and driving a cart. Uh-oh, watch out for the goal. Oh. Oh, that thing is indestructible.
Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. H-I-C-A-S, H-I-C-A-S. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. C-H-I-C-A-S, 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 C-H-I-C-A-S. Chicas, divertidas.
Each of you are in a relationship with somebody you have never met before.
We have been chit-chatting for about 5 months. We have been together for 4.5 years now. I'm gonna go meet my man.
I'm just hoping that he likes me in real life.
I've been keeping something from you.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.